to bring together all the souls around him. In a time of great dismay and of spiritual decay, Richard created TMMA to gain the power of Christ in both his hands, to unite his fellow man. He was soft when he was young, but now he sees. God will help you understand, so you need to be a man. Don't be weak, just be like God and have a plan. So step out into the yard, spread your arms, let down your guard. Think of Jesus, it's not hard, you're on the ark now. Only some souls will be saved, to the Bing users' dismay. Richard's come to save the day, so board the ark. Neon Bible is the truth, bringing Jesus to the youth. Even adults need some help to hear his call. The Old Testament is old, that's why that word is in bold. It don't talk about our modern world at all. 10 Commandments were okay when they're written in their day, but in our crazy world we've lost our moral life. The Bible's only tell of outdated paths to hell. Never says thou shalt not plow thy neighbor's wife. So step out into the yard, spread your arms, let down your guard. Think of Jesus, it's not hard, you're on the ark now. Only some souls will be saved, to the Bing users' dismay. Richard's come to save the day, so board the ark. Step out into the yard, spread your arms, let down your guard. Think of Jesus, it's not hard, you're on the ark now. Only some souls will be saved, to the Bing users' dismay. Richard's come to save the day, so board the ark. What to do when they're coming for you, and your prayer towel just ain't dry? Christ's plug is crashing, fire the fox, and you look for an alibi. Weeping tears for the final beers you resisted while in your bed. Knowing Richard would say, no, not today. There's some that's cleaning the fridge instead. So step out into the yard, spread your arms, let down your guard. Think of Jesus, it's not hard, you're on the ark now. Only some souls will be saved, to the Bing users' dismay. Richard's come to save the day, so board the ark. Richard's come to save the day, so board the ark. Board the ark.
So many of you are eating your seed. Sow your seed. Don't eat your seed. Sow your seed. Don't eat your seed.
There's a boat, and I'll bring you there. It can take a load, so we'll fill it in the rear. It'll float from the town of Montclair. The seamen will be there for a ride. Book your seats, sit by Richard's side. If you're feeling hurt, then you'll catch his eye. But beware of Leroy Sinclair, he just wants to fierce tonight. Whoa. It looks like a stream is rising. How can they say it's all fake? Nothing wrong with his devotion, it's just faith. I can feel his love inside me. How can they say it's all fake? He doesn't have a magic potion, it's just faith. Now strike all those prankers down. Richard will laugh as he stands at the prow. For your sins, you should donate now. Will you put your faith on the line? When we reach Richard's chosen land, everyone will have a neon Bible to hand. Then we'll dance as we drink that scream, and everything will be alright. they say it's all fake? Nothing wrong with his devotion. It's just faith. I can feel his love inside me. How can they say it's all fake? He doesn't have a magic potion. It's just faith.
The F is for friends. On this glorious day, A is for ark. Won't lead you astray. The T is for town. Of the name of Montclair. H is for Holy Spirit. Walking on air.
It looks like a stream is rising.
Welcome,
How can they say it's
everybody.
all fake?
Welcome.
Nothing wrong
Who
with
do we
his
see today?
devotion. It's just
We've got an exciting show planned. We see Will, I see Jack saying hello, and we see VH, and we see lesbian here. I think it'll be that one. And we see Finn, and Phil, and Karen, and Zachary. I see all of you guys. Welcome to the show. Let's everybody give it up for Chad on the sound effects. It sounds like they're it's like really it's like there's all I like to feel like there's like a big audience, you know. I like to feel I like to feel welcome, you know. I like to make jokes. Oh. That's Chad. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Chad doing those sounds. So that's super cool. So welcome to the Ark. I'm your host, Richard, and Richard Burnish, of course. And we're coming at you live on Montclair Public Access, TOS TV3. We're taking calls. We're talking prayer. We're talking worship. You know, I'm getting you into Jesus. That's what I'm doing. I'm here and I'm getting you into God. Because this here is hot soil that I'm offering you. This is hot soil for you guys to sow your seed. You got to sow that seed. You can't just eat your seed. You want to sow that seed. But we're going to take a call. Yeah, there's liking those claps, Chad. That's pretty cool. It's I like when you do that. That's really nice. So let's go to line number 3. And hello, caller. Welcome to the show. You're live on the program.
Hi, Richard. Do you know who this is?
No. I detected a little bit of an accent, perhaps.
Oh, no. This is Vanessa. It's your wife. Hi, how are you?
Hey. Yeah, well, I'm glad that you found the new number that we changed it to.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I was trying to call, but yeah, the phone number said that this phone number was deleted.
Yeah.
So I am.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
You know, we get a lot of phone calls, and there's a lot of systems, and the number changed, and Chad was supposed to be looking out for your call. He was supposed to be paying super close attention to if you called in, and he did. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I'm here, and I have an exciting announcement to share with you. But first,
that sounds, yeah.
I need to talk to you about something. So, you know, can you mute both of us? Because this is important.
Sure. Okay. We'll be right back, everybody. After this short break. Okay. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Vanessa, I told you not to call this number anymore.
I'm sorry.
I've told Chad 10 times, and he knows as well not to let you, like, you know what you did. Okay, and that's why
sorry,
the show
okay.
has to change the numbers. Before I had that really cool number. It was 24. And then now I have this 3. I don't even know what the number is anymore because of that.
I'm sorry. I've been getting these recent threats from this person. I don't know who this is, but they call themselves Leroy Sinclair. Do you know who they are?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's that heathen that's been calling in and harassing the show. Yeah, I know who he is. What is he doing?
He's threatening. He's saying that he's going to shove muckluck and beads at my behind. Excuse me. It's terrible.
Well, did you phone the cops?
I did, but he cut the phone line, and I had to use a wireless Christian phone.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, okay, let me just write this down here. Okay, what was he doing about mucklucks?
He was going to shove them at my behind.
Mucklucks in butt?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay, well, I don't even know how he's going to fit mucklucks in your butt, Vanessa. I don't know how he can actually physically do that. Like, mucklucks are big. Okay, they're like a boot.
Yeah, I know what mucklucks are.
It's like a shoe. It's like a leathery shoe, and it has beads in it. It's not for butts.
I know, but he threatened me, and I'm scared. I'm scared of him. But yeah, you can unmute both of us now.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of technical problems with the mucklucks, with the phones. But we're back here, and we're talking. We're talking about faith. Okay, that's what we're doing here. That's what we're getting. That's what we're all about. We're all about Christians and God and things like that we like. The things that we like, and we don't have any room for the things that we don't like. And there's a lot of things out there that I don't like. You know, and I'd like to talk about that for a minute. This is my show, so I can take a minute to talk about some of the things that I don't like. And one of them today is, okay, outside of the church, there were some kids out there today. And you know, like the church it's wheelchair accessible. So a lot of people that are crippled and all things like that, and they're like the crippled are able to get upstairs and or the ramps and then come into the church. Now today, outside, just on the way in, there were some kids out there, and they were doing skateboards out on that ramp. You know, and I said to them that, you know, that ramp isn't for doing skateboards. That's it's a handicap for the crippled. Because the cripples need to get into, they can't be using the stairs. So I told them that. I said, listen, you got to find other place to do rollyboards. And he looked at me and he said, mind your own, you know, business. He basically told me to mind my own business. And like, I'm all for, it's not that I don't believe that kids should be playing with these, doing these skateboards. That's fine. But this was an area that was designated for cripples to get in and out of the building. And that what they were doing is they were doing jumps on these boards onto that, the hand thing. where you hold on to. And I don't know what they were calling it. Were they riding pipe? Chad, is that what it is? Riding. So anyway, they were riding pipe at the church today. There was these, I don't know, 3 young boys, and they're all taking turns riding pipe. And frankly, I was upset, and I finally said I would phone the police to get this. This is in the area for that. So I was really upset. And I may have lost it a little bit. I raised my voice and then I was shouting. I was saying, I was yelling, don't do that, right? Like, you need the GT out of here. Using language that they say, because I know, that it's GT, F, right? But I'm not going to say the F part. So to get the point across, I just tell them the GTO. And I was upset. And then my emotions took hold of me, and it was an upsetting thing. And I just wanted to share that with you guys, is to let you know that even me in my life, there are times where I make mistakes, where I'll get upset, and maybe I'll shout or I'll yell, and I'll do something that really you shouldn't be doing. And that's okay that happens sometimes. It's okay if you stub your toe, and if you kick the dog or something like that. These things happen. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person, but you do have to seek forgiveness. So I called up our pastor, and I spoke with him, and he forgave me for what I did, and I didn't make a donation because I don't have to do that, because I collect, God asks me to collect the money for him, so I'm already doing enough for him. But I just wanted to share that with you guys as like a lesson about how you can slip up sometimes. You can make mistakes, and hopefully these kids will stop doing their skateboards on these rolling on these pipes, rolling the pipe or whatever, right, rolling it pipe. Okay, let's go ahead here, and after the call here, we have Isaac, who also has a confession, which kind of fits along with what we're talking about today. Go ahead, Isaac. Let's hear your confession.
Okay, so this has been going on for many, many years, and I just have to get this off my chest. I've been playing video games ever since I was a child. I've been neglecting all the warnings and all of your sayings and everything. And I eventually snapped from playing Battle Frogs.
What do you mean you snapped? You're done? You've put them down?
No, I snapped like I...
What do you mean? What did you do? What did you do? It's okay, caller. What did you do? You need to be brave here and tell us what you did.
I burned down my house. And ever since then, I keep playing them, and it's a never-ending cycle. I go from house to house to house. I don't know what to do. I just can't stop playing Battle Frogs.
You gotta quit the video games. Caller, Isaac, you gotta put that down. Okay? God's giving you a second chance here, and you're blowing it. You're throwing it away. You're not taking it seriously.
You just don't understand, Richard.
You burned down your house, Isaac, okay? Like, this is... You want to know what rock bottom looks like? This sounds like you've hit rock bottom. This is why it's very important that I'm sharing with all of you guys that this is... video games are a ticket to hell. But I'm not giving up on you, Isaac. I'm not giving up on you, but you got to take the consoles out of the house. You got to stop. Are you going to church? Do you go to church, Isaac?
I kind of do, like
that's
every other week.
Okay, well that's a good start, but I tell you got to get down there. You got to get down there daily if that's what it takes. You got to put the work in. I keep
getting kicked out.
Why?
This is what happens.
What?
I come over to the church. We do our little Bible studies.
Yes.
And then I flip out my Nintendo Game Girl, and I play the Battle Frog theme, and it goes down, 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 and then I get shunned and kicked out.
Well, you shouldn't be. First of all, you shouldn't be bringing those types of things to church. Okay, like God only answers email, not emails. You see what I'm saying? I got to get you in touch with God, okay? And I'm going to teach you right now how to enter into a covenant with God, okay? Now, I don't know how your church does it, which church you go to, or whatever church you go to, or once a week or whatever. I don't care about that church. I'm talking about this church. I'm talking about the Church of the Neon Bible. I'm talking about the words of God. I'm talking about what God tells you to do here, okay? Now, if you want to just waste your life away with these video games and end up in hell, then keep doing what you're doing. You don't need my help. But if you want to change your life around, if you want the types of miracles that are in the Bible, okay, you're going to have to do what God said to do. And I'm telling you right now, and it's time for you to donate now to me, and I will pass it on to God. That's the only way right here. You need to get that action in your life. You need to enter into that covenant with the Lord. Because right now, you're just eating your seed. You're spending your seed on video games, which is getting you nowhere, and it's leaving your soul empty. Do you see what I'm saying, Isaac?
I do, but I have one thing to tell you. Do you know how much Battle Frogs costs?
No, I don't know. I don't have frogs for that. I don't monies for that. I don't.
I can't really donate anything. I spent it all on Battle Frogs.
Okay, we're going in circles here, Isaac. Okay, you know what you have to do. Okay, you got to lose the video games. You got to get serious about faith. I'm trying to get you into faith here. Trying to get you into faith. Not right now. No, it's not a good time for that song. So lose the gosh darn video games. Okay, Isaac, the battle, whatever that is, and Cam, and make a donation today, okay? Because we've got the church printer line open here. And it's accepting vows of faith all day and all night, okay? Vows of faith like this. Like this one right here, who says, cool bug facts, it's not premarital sex if you never get married. Okay, well, this is obviously someone... That's obviously not a good example. Sometimes people will use this thing for jokes, or a message like this here. Okay? Now these are live. These are documented, coming in from real people who are trying to get into the Lord here and change their life here. And this one comes in from Richard, who says, "Hi Richard Chokeslam here, and I'm loving the show. The picture below is me and my son loving your show." So this one who says, welcome, my son likes watching the show, and here we are enjoying the show together, right? And that's an example like that, where somebody is doing, is getting into faith, getting into faith. Okay. We're going to go over here to line 2. Hello, caller. You're live on the program. Welcome to the show.
Richard, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, caller. Yeah, I have you. Go ahead.
I need you to listen very carefully. Okay.
Okay, Chet, hang up on him. He's making sex on this call.
No, I'm Richard. You can't call the police. I'm trapped. I have to be quiet.
Okay, I'm sorry about that, girl. I thought you're trying to make prank.
I'm in a closet.
What's the matter? What?
I'm in a closet. I'm in my house. Richard, they have a gun.
Who has a gun?
My wife's ex-husband.
Your wife's husband?
My wife's ex-husband. Richard's gonna kill me.
Well, did you tell him not to? Did you tell him to get out of your house? Like, you gotta open up.
Tell them to get. You think I didn't tell them to get out of my house?
It sounds like he's making sex, Chad. That's what this sounds like.
I'm not. I'm whispering.
Hang up.
I'm in my closet. I'm whispering so I don't get killed, Richard.
Well, it sounds like the breathing and all these slapping noises here. It sounds like this.
Richard, I'm so scared.
Well, did you call the? Okay, did you call the cops? Call the police. Okay. I knew that he was making sex. That was so obvious to me. Okay. We're going to look at this next one here. As I was saying, we have these real... the prayer lines are open, and I'm trying to get you into Christ here, okay? We're talking donations. All right? We're talking donations. And this one here. He says, Jake says, I've been spying on you for a week now. No Ferraris, only a Prius. You're a fraud. Chad. Chad, what the F is this? No, it's a guy who's taking... He's clearly looking in the window. That's a picture.
It'll flow from the town of Montclair. The seaman will be there for a ride. Book your seats, sit by Richard's side. If you're feeling hard, then you'll catch his eye. But beware of Leroy Sinclair. He just wants to fierce tonight. Whoa. It looks like a stream is rising. How can they say it's all fake? Nothing wrong with his devotion. It's just faith. I can feel his love inside me. How can they say it's all fake? He doesn't have a magic potion. It's just faith. Gotta strike all those prankers down. Richard will laugh.
Every goddamn time, Chad. Check. Okay. We're gonna talk here with Joseph. We have Joseph here on the line, and you're live on the show, Joseph. I'm hearing here that you want to talk a little bit more about the CMMA career.
Yes, I do. I absolutely do. I first wanted to make note. I was really disappointed to hear about those darn kids making skateboard outside and what they were saying to you. That really broke my heart to hear that.
You know, it's really disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the cripples, and it's disrespectful, obviously, to me. But more importantly, it's disrespectful to to God, really, because they're kind of rubbing their boards all over the pipe, and it's like there's paint all over it now.
You know, I truly think it's that video game slinging skateboard charlatan Tony Hawkins responsible for, you know, pushing such skateboard, you know, to do a skateboard on these children. And again,
why anyone would want to do a skateboard on a wheelchair cripples ramp is really beyond me. Really, riding pipe on there,
promoting the ollie, and just disgusting.
Well, thank
Absolutely
you for
disgusting. That. But anyways, we'll put that behind us. Yes, I did have a question about the CMMA. I've been a long-time follower, donator. I've been following your whole fighting career. Just amazing. But I did have a couple questions, if that's okay with you.
Yeah. By all means, go ahead, caller.
Okay. Well, I actually had a chance to speak with one of the medical doctors who examines all of the fighters.
Yes.
And just a quick feather in your cap, he had said that you were one of the greatest fighting specimens he had ever examined before a fight. So that's kind of a feather in your cap, Richard.
You know, that doesn't surprise me. That may surprise some people, but you know, to be honest, I kind of expected that. Which is why I'm really not afraid to like wear shirts that, you know, that like today, right? Like I'd like to wear a shirt that likes to show off some of that. You know, like God has blessed me. We'll just say that God has blessed me.
Oh, extremely lucky. Yeah, he was saying that, those chest muscles are absolutely huge. And he thought it was interesting that you had the longest dangly foreskin of any fighter he had ever seen.
That's not true. That's not true at all. Or this next one here. As I'm talking about earlier, we have our church fax machine, and we're accepting donations around the clock, okay? Now, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about getting people into faith, okay? Getting them into faith. Now, each one of these is a donation. Now, each one of these, 500, 100, 1,000. See, I like $1,000. Because that's how $1,000 donations means you're serious. This one here comes in from Hip Hop Herald. Hi, Richard. It's me, Hip Hop Herald. You inspired me to pursue a career in gospel trap rap. But here's my me recording my new album, Shittin on the Devil. Yeah, okay. Good one. Good one. What do you expect me to say to that? How do you expect me to respond to that? Oh, good one. Good joke. You got the picture of a man on the toilet. You sent in the picture of a man on a toilet. Like, it's not, first of all, it's not funny. It's not relevant. It's disgusting. And it has no place on this show. And I just feel sad for you. I don't know if your name's really Hip Hop Herald or not. Probably not. But if it is, if you are, your name's Harold, then I feel sad for you. Because what you were doing is like you're spreading your negativity here. I'm trying to get people into Christ. Okay? I'm offering hot soil. People here are watching. They've got problems in their lives. They've got things going on they're concerned about. They're worried. You know, they've got headaches and things like that, and they're looking for help. And you're going to waste everyone's time by throwing that kind of thing up. It's so unfunny and sad. But we're going to go to line 11 here where we have Hansel.
Hello.
Hansel, welcome to the program. You're live on Montclair TV. Now, I'm going to ask you right now, if you are calling up to make a joke of this show. We are logging the information in those computer IP addresses of every single person that's on a computer. So we will contact the police. So don't even.
Yeah, of course. I'm not going to prank.
Okay. Well, now that that's clear.
Richard, is that you?
Yes.
Of course. Well, I'm just calling back. I called a couple shows ago. I want to know how's it going? How's it been?
Well, caller, it's a beautiful day here in Montclair, California. You know, the sun is shining, the birds are singing. It's another blessed day that I'm grateful for, that I'm truly grateful for.
By the way, I didn't check the stream's title name. Usually you have a title or a theme, so I was wondering, is there any theme today?
Well, today we're talking about confessions. And I shared a story earlier about how there were these kids doing skateboard on the crippled ramp, and they're riding pipe. And I went up to them and I lost my cool. And I lost my cool, and it was an example of how even somebody like myself can make mistakes, and we all need to ask for forgiveness once in a while. They were riding pipe
you're taking
all over
confessions? That's disgusting.
Yes. Well, they scratched it all up
I guess I have
to HE double hockey stick. Chad's going to have to repaint it all over again.
Well, yeah, I get that. That's pretty bizarre, Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a few questions because you haven't really stated these before. This isn't a prank either. This is just me. Some innocent, fun questions. Is that all right for you?
Yeah. Well, we like to have fun around here. It's always good to have a laugh.
Okay, yeah. So, what's your favorite color?
I like gold. Yeah, I like gold. I love the color gold.
Like a rich, yeah, it's rich.
Yeah, I like all of my the frames in my house. I always choose gold. I have a lot of gold jewelry. It just it just calls to me. It just calls to me. It feels right.
All right, and what's your favorite flavor of Dad's cream? I'm guessing orange. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, I love the orange because it's really kind of gold as well. You know, maybe not that. It's kind of like orange is a type of gold.
Yeah. Okay, a favorite animal.
Bear. Bears. I like bears a lot. Like a big burly bear. It's just something very. It's just the power, the sheer power that a bear has to just do whatever it wants. It doesn't really.
Yeah, bears are pretty manly.
Yeah, really, they can do whatever they want. They don't answer to anybody, and I like to think of myself kind of as a bear in that way, where I just kind of go out and do what I want. Like a bear could grab its way and do whatever he wants, and there's something kind of special about that, and kind of.
I admire bears too because they carry their cubs. They take care of their cubs, right? Yeah, bears take care of their cubs. Their younglings. You know what I mean?
They're very admirable.
Wait, do you have any children? Do you have any children?
No,
Richard?
I don't. No.
Do you have any children?
No children. There's no.
Okay.
I know what you're going to suggest here. There's not.
Other guy joined in.
There's no. There's been a lot of. There's been no. Officially, I have no children. Officially, like when we're talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take your word on that.
Yeah.
All right, and okay, this is a bit private. Okay, you can take my confession, right?
Yes.
Can I trust you for taking my confession?
Yes. Well, I feel like.
All right.
I've given you a little bit about me. I'm giving you some of the answers, and I'm letting you know a little bit more about me. I think it's the time of the part of the conversation where we've kind of established a good rapport with one another. We're being gentle and affable with each other, and I think it would be appropriate now for you to share something personal with me, and maybe I can help you with that.
All right. I'm very thankful for that. Is it okay if we go off the air though, real quick?
If it's not appropriate for the air, we're gonna maybe have to do it when the show isn't live. So it's gonna have to be. We don't have a commercial break for another 8 minutes, so unfortunately, it's gonna have to be.
All right, that's fine. I'll just say it now. I guess I don't really care what people think of me anymore after what happened.
Well, be brave. Be brave.
So basically, I am brave thanks to you. You are my. You aspire me in so many special. You're a beautiful. You're religious, a fine Christian man. You know how to get the job done. You have the ark. I just want to say thank you. Okay?
You're welcome.
Okay. So my confession. So basically, back in 8th grade, which was middle school, a couple of boys, older athletes, jocks, they were pushing me around. We were in the locker room. It was just 3 guys, big, tough brutes, jocks, and just me. And they beat me up. They made me put makeup on, and they made me wear a skirt, Richard. I lost my masculinity.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. They made you feel like a woman, right? They made you be like a woman. And now this is the type of stuff that's very popular in sports. These stories of coaches doing these things where they're abusing the trust of the athletes. And that's why a lot of sports like mixed martial arts and a lot of these other disgusting sports it's just full of this type of behavior. That's why I call these types of sports in the Bible, in the Neon Bible, we call these types of activities gateway activities. Okay? There's no saving them. Like wrestling, for example, you have men, they don't have their clothes on, they're rubbing on each other and things like that. It just leads to other things. It's the path, that you don't want to go down. So I don't think you need to focus any of your energy on trying to salvage these sports or fix these sports, okay? Or repair them. They are done for. They are gone. And when we start again in the new world, once we get off the ark and all the filth has been washed away, that stuff won't exist anymore. You're not going to have that. We won't have that. We'll have what we decide. I'll decide what's best for us, and those gateway activities will not be around. But speaking about faith, we're here, we're talking about faith. Getting you into faith. Now we've got the donation line. We've got this one here coming in. These all are documented testimonies. Hi, Richie. I just wanted to show you some grappling. I feel you'd be a great grappler. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Here these guys are wrestling. And is this the kind of sport that we want to be showing enrolling our children in? Is this the kind of stuff we want to put on our televisions and our TVs? This Ultimate Fighting Championships and all these types of things like this? They're mixing the martials and all that for this? Now this is it. Like, look it in the mirror. This is why. That is a gateway activity. No wonder why that guy goes and does shooting. Makes a shooting or something like that. That's what these people do. This is why I'm trying to save you guys. I'm trying to bring you in with me, okay? I'm trying to take you aboard on the ark. I'm trying to take you aboard here. Together. You know what I'm talking about aboard here? Chad, can we pull it up? You want to do another call? No, let's pull it up first. We're not talking about taking you aboard on the ark. Look at this. Chad, show them how to get there. Okay, so it's on the web. Okay, so look at this. You press the this is it's similar when you rent a movie. right? Or you go to see a movie in a theater and you choose your seat. This is the layout for the ark that we're building here, okay? This is what we're doing. This is what it's all about. These are what these donations are going towards. This ark that we're building. The construction hasn't started yet, but you can already book your seat. Imagine that. You could book your seat ahead of time. And look, there's still some spaces left. There's a few. But look at this. Now here's where I'm sitting, right? I'm in C0. That's where I'm at. You know, we have people like the Michigan man, first class, auto mechanic. The man is an auto mechanic. Now, this is the type of man that we're going to need when we start again. Okay? Or Alexander. He's bringing stained glass. He's an exorcist. Right? King here. We've got a guy named, well, okay, Chad, there's some disgusting things in here. We got a Nick Hers. Like, it is Sam M. Okay, not that. Big Blatch. And, like, look at these. Caleb. He's a warehouser. These are the people that are going to rebuild the world. We'll show a little more later, but these are the people who are going to rebuild with us. He's bringing stained glass. Unbelievable. Let's grab the next call. Chad, can you put on the next call, please? And this is what we're talking about, caller. Caller, this is what the arc is, okay? We want to save everybody. We want everybody to be aboard. There's only so many seats. Okay, now you could book your seat before the construction starts. Like this is the hot soil that I'm offering to you right now. Because when that flood's going to come, it's going to wash everything away. And only we will be left, and we will be left to make the world as it should be. Okay, caller, go ahead. You're live on the air. We're speaking with, is it Brian? Brian, you're live on the program.
All right. I have important information on the whereabouts of Leroy Sinclair.
Okay, what do you got?
All right. Apparently he works for an organization called Ram Ranch.
Hold on a second. Okay, so you said he works at a place called Glam Ranch?
No, he works at a place called Ram Ranch.
Okay, spell it for me. G-L-A-M?
No, it's R-A-M. It's Ram Ranch, not Glam Ranch.
R-A-M.
Yeah, Ram Ranch.
R-A... Okay. Okay. And this is his employment? This is where he works?
Yeah.
I wrote it down on this piece of paper so we know that it's... we know that we won't forget that, because what I like to do is I'll write down notes on these, and then I just the good thing is you could stick them to things so you don't lose them.
Hold on a second. The problem with that is it's a very sinful organization.
I'm sorry? What, Ram Ranch?
It's a very sinful organization. It promotes homosexuality.
You know what, though? That doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me in the least bit. Okay, because I've spoke to Leroy. He's called the show many times, and he's always talking about wearing these fancy dancing boots and things like that. And he's got a bit of he seems like he likes his flair. I'll just say that. So that doesn't surprise me.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, it spreads homosexuality through rock music.
Like classic rock music?
With open lyrics. Yeah, with open lyrics about homosexual sexual contact.
Well, we'll have to look into this Ram. Glam or Ram?
Ram Ranch.
We'll have to look into this, and maybe we can.
I know.
I would not want that in my township. I don't know if this is a company Is this a company that's across? Is this a single place? Like, because I don't want this in my backyard.
Well, the specifics of Ram Ranch are unknown, but we believe its main location is somewhere north of Albuquerque.
Okay, caller. Well, thank you for that. We'll look into this and we'll shut this. We'll shut this place down. We'll shut this place down. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Glorious day. I'm Councilwoman Dr. Renee Baskerville, and I'm very excited to share this news with you. Once again, the Township of Montclair will be partnering with City Green Veggie Mobile Truck. We'll be coming into the south end of Montclair to the Community Saving Bank parking lot located at 323 Orange Road to bring fresh fruits and vegetables, flowers, honey, eggs, and other opportunities to the Township of Montclair. We're so excited to join our partners, Hackensack Meridian Mountainside Healthcare, along with the Partners for Health. Partners for Health do so many things in our township to make sure that we're all
Be certain to follow the immunization schedule for your age for specific recommended vaccinations.
Who can I talk to for more information?
For more information, talk to your doctor about recommended vaccinations for yourself and your family. You can also call the Montclair Department of Health for more information on immunizations or attend one of our immunization clinics on the first and third Monday of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. If traveling, be sure to check with your provider for recommended vaccinations.
Thanks, Rob, for the valuable information.
Thanks for having me.
Good evening and welcome to Greater Montclair. Tonight we're going to be looking at the issue of hunger right here in the Montclair community. Think for a moment, if you would, about the last time you were really hungry. Maybe you missed breakfast, maybe you even missed breakfast and lunch. Well, that gnawing pit in your stomach at about 3 to 4 o'clock goes away when you eat your next meal.
Fast-breaking developments in the coronavirus emergency in the U.S. and around the world. The number of cases soaring just today. More than 24,000 now nationwide. New Jersey today becoming the 6th state to close all non-essential businesses, joining
As of midnight, the land border between Canada and the U.S. closed to all non-essential travel. The move by the Canadian and American governments is meant to help curtail the spread of
It feels like something is missing. I think you feel it too. Our families are falling apart. People are killing one another. Filth and violence are everywhere. This is not the way that God wanted us to live. The end is here. But there's hope. God has given Richard a plan to build a magnificent ark. And with his bare hands and your help, Richard will build the greatest man-made ark that man has ever saw. Each plank of wood will be blessed by the women. We have all the room for the things we need. We just need you and you and good Christian families that are ready to leave this world behind and start over in the new world. But there's good news. You could book your seat in advance, even before construction begins. Simply go to www.richardburnish.org, select your seat, enter your credit card information, and press order now. It's never been so easy. So join us and leave the world behind and start anew, knowing that your family will be saved. richardburnish.org. And welcome back to the show. Welcome back, everybody. This is the ARC on Montclair Public Access TOS TV3. So a lot of you guys watching at home on C-SPAN and on the in the internet as well. This show's also being put inside the internet for computers as well. So you can't really tell this, but I have these. I know you're thinking they kind of look like these cool earrings or like that, but these are actually wireless iPads that allow me to hear some of the people on the internet, and Chad will also communicate with me through these iPads, and it just enables me to kind of hear what's going on. So everybody watching at home, if you hear me talking to can I say the box, like the chat there, it's because there's a TV here and I see people like Carlos Rodriguez, and I see people like Karen Perry and Joseph. That's a good name. That's a really strong name, like Joseph from the Bible. And I'm chatting to them at the same time because, you know, we're really trying to expand and get the word out and get all of you into faith. Yeah. But so we're taking calls as always. So remember, when you're calling in, if you're watching from home on television, please turn down your television set, because what happens is the sound goes into the phone and it inbreeds with that, and it creates like a woofer sound, and it's hard for everybody to hear the squealing from the ohms. There's too many ohms go into it. So we're going to go over here to line 5 here, and welcome to the program. You're live on the ARC on Montclair Public Access TOS TV3, and Trav is saying Joseph has a strong name. You're absolutely right, he does. He does have a strong name. I like that name.
Hello,
Joseph.
Richard.
Hello, welcome to the program.
It is me, Jesse Winters, from the Guinness World Record yet again.
Jesse, you know, I love hearing from you, as everybody that I meet people a lot in our church, and they say, you know, I was watching the other day, Richard. They tell me they were watching the other day at home on C-SPAN, and they love when Jesse Winters calls in. They love it because It's always super exciting. Now, everybody's heard of the Guinness Book of World Records. Now, what some people don't know at home is that I actually hold a few of these records. And Jesse Winters here does the research, and he finds areas where he could find, you know, we pay him a little, but he does a little bit of digging, and he finds, you know, he finds the low-hanging fruit, don't you, Jesse?
Absolutely. And you have so many world records, it's impossible to keep up with them all. And,
and that's why
we're so backlogged.
This is why we keep you on the payroll, just for that, because it helps get the word out, right? It helps get people into faith. That's what we're doing here. So tell us, Jesse, what did you dig up for us today?
Well, first of all, we'd like to congratulate you from our subsidiaries at the Montclair Sperm Bank for Christian Mothers. We want to thank you for being the most generous donator in the Montclair area.
I believe in giving back.
And in fact,
I believe in giving back.
We found out.
I believe in giving back. I believe in giving back to your community, and there's nothing that I wouldn't do for the township of Montclair.
But that is very honourable. And we've done the backtracking, and it turns out using your white blood cells, you've actually got over 150 children in the Montclair area.
Well, I don't know how that.
I think that's. That's incredible.
I see what you from the donation. Okay, right.
Obviously, you don't have any legal control over them.
Right, that's
you don't
what
have
I
child
was
support
really
or
wanted
anything.
to chat about there. Yeah. Well, 150.
Just think of
How
all
about
the
that?
young Christians.
Maybe we can move to the next one, please.
Okay, sorry about that. Well, the next one is also, we want to congratulate you for being the first pastor to spend over 15 years in the closet. The closet of the church. We heard you got stuck in there once for 15 years or something.
This isn't Jesse. Hang up.
No, please.
Hang up.
What happened in the closet, Richard?
I don't understand what you're saying to me. You know what that means, don't you? I learned what that meant just the other day. So you think you're making a joke about that? Because somebody said that to me before, that somebody's in the closet means that they're, well, it means that they're gay. That's what that means, that they're a homo sapien or whatever that word is. And and if you think you're trying to, you know, like pull one over on me, I'm pretty hip to it. Okay. I know a lot of what kids say and everything. So if you're trying to make a joke, Jesse, I don't think that's funny.
I'm just saying what my manager tells me, and if you want, I'll have a word with my manager, because it could be possible that my manager.
That sounds like a joke. That one sounds like a joke. Okay, let's not talk about that one again.
I would be so incredibly disappointed if it turns out my manager.
I wasn't in a closet for 15 years. Okay? I was never in there. And even that one, looking at Lance, the commander in chief, says that also can verify. I don't know how they can verify, but they said that they can verify that too. So I don't believe. I'm not hanging up. You're not okay.
No, I'm sorry, Richard. That's beyond me. It's not my control. Okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'll have a word and I'll get back to you.
Do you have any actually good news for me, Jesse? Is there any good news here?
I can have a look. Oh yes, we do have some good news. Oh my goodness, we've well, thanks to your tax history in the Montclair state, we've actually managed to. I think we might be able to get you quite a large donation. Oh my. Richard, you're not going to believe this.
This is what I like to hear.
Richard. Oh my goodness, Richard. Okay? Would you like me to tell you how much you've inherited?
Yes.
Well, it turns out.
Not me. Like everything, it's all for God. Okay, it's all for God.
Yeah, the church. Well, it turns out when Jeffrey Epstein died last year, he's left you $5 billion in the bank for you.
I knew that wasn't Jesse. But let's talk about the real donations here. Let's talk about some real donations. Donations like this. Internet expert says, you're an inspiration to us all. We love you, Richard. Well, I love you. Or this. Richard, please forgive me, for I have sinned. This 4th of July, I went to a bar and went home with a 47-year-old, and I'm 27. I feel so dirty, but at least I've left her satisfied. Okay, well, that's disgusting. Why are you putting... Anyway, I don't even want to talk about that one. Or this one here. It says, I had so much faith, Richard, until now. I am filled with the Lord's righteous fury, sir. I am using basic zoom and enhance. I see you are consuming the devil's beverage, Richard. I'll see you burn in the fires. Burn in the fires, you horrible... Okay, anybody can Photoshop this type of thing together. First of all, that's not what my eyes are really looking like. Okay? Now, now people watch these shows about Dexter and other things like that, where, they could go on a computer into a photograph and they're like, enhance into it. And then they see that in the reflection of the reflection inside of the guy's fridge, has a ice maker or something like that. And then they learn something. And then they solve it from the type of glasses that his ice is in his ice. See, anyone, but my point is anybody can do this trickery. The only thing that I'm sucking back is my dad's cream. I've been very clear about that. 12 years of dad's cream. Drinkers go to hell. Drinkers go to hell. Pastor Burnish, the children loved their drawing assignment this morning in Sunday school. I wanted to share some of the best drawings of a walrus and a knight. That's super cute. Super cute. We'll have to put these on the kids' cabin. That's really, really quite cool. Or this one here. It says, Frank says, hi, Richard. Thanks for letting me borrow your Ferrari over the weekend. I was able to pick up some girls at the Neil Bible church service, and they ate seed in my car. It's just cardboard over top of that. This is... Hello, Mr. Burnish. This is the band from Fiverr you paid to produce the It's Just Faith song. You owe us thousands in royalties. Selling our song on iTunes and collecting the checks was not part of our deal. Pay us. Okay, well, we sent the money to you guys. Okay, that was the deal. You can't just turn that around like Leroy Sinclair. Take the deal and then don't accept the deal because now using my popularity, I've, the only reason that they've even heard the song because they tune into it on my show. I'm the reason we're all here. I'm the reason God has chosen me to spread the message. And don't you ever for 1 minute forget about that. And that's why you're on Fiverr and I'm sitting here in this station doing shows. Hello, caller. You're live on the program.
Hi, Richard. How are you?
I'm doing very well tonight. We're getting a bit of prank. There's a caller who said Richard is a. Can you delete that one from Walter? Chad, delete that right there.
No, it's always.
You said
it's always
I don't want to say
right,
it.
Richard?
I don't want to say it, but that's not. I don't like that word. So yeah,
So
welcome
it's always
to the
warm.
show, caller. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Richard, could you hear my guitar just now?
No, do you have a guitar? Oh,
I do. Can you hear it?
I hear it. Yeah, it's got a bit of it's got some groove.
Yeah.
Are you gonna play a song for us?
Yeah, well, I I was just playing a little, the song "She Talks to Angels."
I don't, but I like how that sounds.
It's a good one. It's a good one. But I'm actually going to write a song that I recorded for you. I'm going to play a song that I wrote for you. I'm sorry. I'm nervous. I've never spoken to you before, so I'm a little nervous.
Well, I'm glad that you made it. Let's take. I trust me. I get this a lot. A lot of people are super excited to meet me, and I just want you to know that I will give you every chance. You know what you need, and I'll be patient to allow you to communicate your message to me. Now, don't feel like you've only got this one chance here. Okay, I know we all make mistakes. Okay, so be brave. Be brave.
Okay. Great. Well,
be brave.
This is a song called "For Richard." Ready?
Oh,
here we go.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Everybody, Chad, Chad with the sound effects.
Richard is a faggot. Richard's gay as fuck. He's gay as fuck. He's a faggot.
Did it peep it? Okay. See, this is why we have this very good system in place where it's what we do. It's called a delay. So people will call and try and make these jokes, and luckily we could insert a beep into it, and then that never gets on the air. So if you hear a beep sound like that, that's because somebody has used an inappropriate word or something like that. So for everybody watching at home, that's what that's about. Okay. But we have some more vows of faith here. And just a reminder for everyone who is into worship and is into Christ. I want you to, it's backwards, to follow us on this program here that tells everybody when we do like events, when we have bake sales and things like that. So if you want to be a part of the bake sale or know what's going on in the township of Montclair, you can definitely do that. Now we have a church fax line here where we accept our vows of faith here, coming in from people from all around the world. Things like this here where it says, "Hi Richard, I just finished my second lesson of internal fisting. I'm quite sore today, but the Richard Burnish post fisting after cream is really helping. Can I get a hallelujah?" Well, I'll give you an hallelujah to that. Now, for those of you who haven't already picked up my book, you could actually grab your copy at richardburnish.org. So if you go to richardburnish.org, you can purchase my book, Intermittent Fisting. It's a new age discipline of combining spirituality and some of the things that I've learned training in my Christian mixed martial arts career. It's called Intermittent Fisting. It talks about different fisting techniques. You know how to strike when you're fisting the heavy bag, you're fisting the speed bag. Very important stuff like that. We cover technique, striking, as well as recovery. Which this donation was talking about right here. You have to take the time to recover because it's physical work, and you need to heal. This one comes in from Connie Lingus. Says, "Hi Richard, I'm a blind man, but I love tuning into the show. I recently got some dad's cream and I've been drinking it with my cat. Here's a picture of him sipping on the lovely Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. I was crossing my legs, and when I crossed my legs, I crunched myself. It did like a crunch.
So we'll fill it in the rear. It'll flow from the town of Montclair. The seaman will be there for a ride. Book your seats, sit by Richard's side. If you're feeling hard, then you'll catch his eye. But beware of Leroy Sinclair. He just wants to fierce tonight. Whoa. It looks like a stream is rising. How can they say it's all fake? Nothing wrong with his devotion. It's just faith. I can feel his love inside
me. What happened is when I crossed my legs, and when I crossed them, I accidentally crunched myself. Okay. But here we have other ones here that have come in here from Leonidas, who says, Richard, can we please see the vodka bottle in the... Okay, well, no, that's a good one. It's the least bit funny. Or this one here from Secret Lover says, hey, baby, we're about to become parents. Well, it's super exciting. I'm super glad for you guys. I'll see you after the show so you can rub and kiss my belly like you do every... Disgusting. I don't know why you feel that. Anyway, I'm gonna go right to this next one here. From it says, "Show us your nipples, Richard. The juice." You know, I could do that just as fast as you send them. This is the church's printer here. Okay. You're just wasting ink for all of the people that are trying to make real connections here. Real connections. Authentic connection. Get that into your head. Chad, put on the next call. Chad, put on the next call. Hello, caller. We have Scott on the line here.
This is the church.
Scott, you're going to ask you to turn down. I'm going to get you to turn down your television there, Scott. It's some of the ohms are being crossed, and it breeds with it or something, and it makes a large sound. Welcome to the program, Scott.
Hello, is this Richard Burnish?
Yes, you're live on the show.
Hello, sir. My name is Scott. I'm actually a Brigadier General of the United States Marine Corps. How have you been doing, sir?
Well, thank you for your service. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, sir. Hey, so Richard, I have something to talk about with you. It's about your homosexual detox centers.
Yeah, I'm familiar with. Yeah, we're familiar with that. Yes.
All right. So we finally got aware of them from the United States government that you have them set up, and we heard they're over 4 miles wide, and that's extremely impressive to the Marines, sir. We have bases.
There's a lot of interest. There's a lot of interest in what we're doing. There's a lot of concern with a lot of the children kind of growing up now, and some of the things that they're watching and being exposed to. Like, for God's sake, there's shows about these drag racers or whatever they're called, where they're dressing in women's clothing and things like that. And I think it's something that's on everybody's mind right now. And we're doing some good work down there. We're doing some good work down there. We're converting people. We're changing lives. We're changing lives.
That's good, sir. So we were pretty impressed. My logistics officer and me were pretty impressed with it. So we sent out a drone to take pictures of it so we could show them in the United States Marine Corps Times newspaper. And we were very impressed. But we were also shocked, Richard. We saw chimneys erecting from the ground, Richard. We saw Nazi flags, white Aryan race flags. The buildings where you keep your patients are worse than Auschwitz, sir. What the hell, sir?
Everything is it's all you know, from the outside, you know, like from it, you can't tell really what it's all about. Okay. Now, a lot of these things have been put in place for psychological effects. They're not necessarily, you know, true or they're accurate. It's about creating fear. It's about creating a situation of what if, right? What if you were in a concentration camp, which actually did happen, right? And it's part of a motivational technique to help people realize that maybe the choices that they're making aren't good choices.
Richard, we had some surveillance done, and we found out that none of your patients came out alive. Most of them were in the incinerator, Richard. Really. So I was talking to the Department of Defense, Richard, and I got your religion.
You know what I think?
Official terrorist organization.
I think this is a case.
Listen to me, Richard. What, sir?
No, go ahead, tough guy. Go ahead.
No. I got your religion on the official terrorist organization. You are identified as a terrorist organization by 56 countries. I will make sure your little camp, sir, will be bombed by airstrikes.
This, you know what this sounds like to me? This sounds like stolen valor. That's what this sounds like. Anybody who would be a real veteran would never have said any of those types of things or make those types of accusations. I can tell that that's just some kid wanting to make a joke out of what we're doing here. Tough guy. Exactly. A Kane there says tough guy, but you're nothing but another prankster. And frankly, Chad, make it say sad. There we go. I just feel sad for you and your take the quality of your life, really. Now, for everybody who kind of forgets what's going on here, this is about faith. This show is about getting people into faith. It's about improving people's lives, making them better, giving them opportunities, giving them second chances, okay? You know, and you're going to come at me and people are going to say, it's all fake. All this is fake. Well, it's not fake. Just like the song says, it's not fake, it's faith. None of this is fake. I'm not fake. This isn't fake. This is faith, okay? This is real. We have seen miracles happen. We've seen midgets grow. Okay, we've seen people that have had that can't stand can get out of a wheelchair and do a dance. That's some of the changes that we've seen here, but it starts with donation. That's what you people need to understand. It starts with donating. Okay, it's about taking your seed and investing it into something, investing it into Christ. Now this prayer line is open. Okay. This machine is receiving these nonstop around the clock. Now, some of you are using it for jokes. They somehow found a way to get in there and send joke things in there. But for every your shirt is a little too revealing, Richard. You might as well take it off. Okay, well. Okay, it's just clothing, okay? Really. Grow up. We're all adults here. Richard, I'm sick of getting you Starbucks and Dad's cream. I've had enough. I'm coming for you. Okay, well, that's not what Casey looks like, but anyway, for everybody watching at home, like this isn't a joke. Just some people want to, you know, maybe they shared it on some sort of post on the internet. They put this on some sort of, what they do is they share these things on messages, these boards of messages, and then next thing you know, everyone's like, get in here and make fun of this guy. Or get in here and give him a hard time. Give him some business. Put your business in him. Because they're expecting me to quit. They're expecting us to give up. Well, just like everybody watching at home, well, Jesus never gave up. I'm not going to give up. So, come on, try your best. What? Rare screenshot of Richard, pre-recorded show where Richard shows us how his fake shoes are made. Chad, put on another call, please. Okay, here we have Jack on the line who wants to become a Muslim. Is that correct?
No, Richard. This is actually Thomas Burnish. This is your son. Just calling in.
Hey, buddy. Hey, hey, champ.
Hey, Dad. Hey. What's going on, Dad? What you been up to?
One sec.
Dad, listen. I'm getting right to the point here, okay? I'm done with these games. I'm not going to... We set an appointment, okay? Me, you, Maggie Stonebridge, and the doctor that you chose, Jingping Ma, okay, in Montclair, to do a DNA test, okay? We chose the one that you wanted, okay? I don't know why Maury and Ancestry.com wasn't enough for you, but you wanted this specific doctor. How come we all show up, Mom, you, and me, and then you come out, and I say, hey, Dad, and I come out for a hug, and then you say, your arms are broken, and you can't give me a hug? What does that even mean? You're clearly using your arms right now to answer the calls. So what do you mean your arms are broken?
It was after a training session, Thomas, okay? You know, I'm training for Christian mixed martial arts. I don't know if you've watched this show or what I do here, but that's a big part of my life now. Thomas, is I'm training in the octagon a lot, okay? And sometimes we have injuries. Sometimes we have injuries.
Okay,
and
okay,
Dr. Jingping Ma comes very highly recommended. I don't know why you have a problem with Dr. Jingping Ma.
Well, listen to this, Dad.
Sounds to me like you might be a little bit I'm going to throw out a word. I'm going to throw out prejudice.
No, Dad. No. How come you said, oh, well, I got to listen to some music real fast after we met with the doctor, and then you left, and then I saw you in your Prius and you drove away. So why did you want to meet with this doctor just so you could drive away and leave me and Maggie Stonebridge, my mom, alone?
He's a real doctor, okay? You
scheduled this, Dad.
He's a real doctor. Don't even say that he's not a real doctor because you don't like the answers that he's giving you.
He sells snake oil on his own website, and you rub it over your body or something for lubrication. I don't even know what it is. He's not even a real doctor. I looked up. He has an IMDb or something. He's on there. He's on IMDb or something.
No, it says WebMD.
Did you hire this guy? Is he an actor?
No, he's on WebMD.
Did you hire an actor?
Did
you hire an actor?
No,
off of Craigslist. I saw the listing on Craigslist, Dad, and you're doing this just so you can have someone say that, you're not Thomas Burnish's son. Oh, what is that? What do you want, Dad?
Dr. Jingping Ma everyone knows him in the Montclair Township, okay? He is a real doctor. And maybe I don't know anything about that oil thing. Maybe there's some medical benefits to that. I'm not going to sit here, Thomas, with no medical degree.
Thomas, he has an OnlyFans account, and you said OnlyFans is for hell sinners, okay? And I don't understand why you're doing this, Dad, okay? You make fun of me. I listen to all of these episodes, Dad, and you make fun of me when you get off the air. You say, oh, Thomas doesn't know how to throw a football. Thomas isn't so manly like me.
Listen.
But you know what, Dad? If you didn't leave me, maybe I would have someone to throw a football
You
too,
just don't sound like the type of guy who wants to throw around the football. That's all I'm trying to say. And I got the pictures, Thomas. I have the pictures, and you don't look anything. You don't look anything like me.
Dad, no.
Look at that.
Be a person.
How could you say that you look anything like me?
I my head just like you, okay? Because I want to be just like you,
You
Dad.
look like a bird.
And listen, I throw footballs, all right? And then no one catches my footballs, okay? I have no catchers. I throw my loads of footballs. No one's catching them because you weren't there for 18 years. And then you say I'm a swindler. I'm a swindler for calling you up. But you swindled me 18 years of child support, Dad. And you call me a swindler? Just to call you and ask that I want a relationship with my dad because I'm soft, okay? And I want to get hard.
You're crying right now, Thomas. Does it sound? Do you ever see me cry? Ever? No, it never happens because I'm strong.
Dad. No, you're not.
And you're trying to discredit Dr. Jinping Ma, thinking that he's not a real doctor. Well, let me tell you, Dr. Hong has been in this country for like 17 years. Okay, and he's done all types of medical work on. He's done things. He was number one in China
on OnlyFans, and then he had to move here because the Chinese government was after him. I looked it up, Dad. I can use Google too.
Well,
why are you doing this? Why are you so in denial, Dad? We literally did the DNA test with Ancestry.com, and I'm sorry that my mom called in and she was using that Japanese Chinese accent.
Yeah, okay? What was that about? Exactly, live on the program, Thomas.
Okay, she's been doing Mavis Bacon. She's been trying her Mavis Bacon Chinese course. She's been doing it online, all right, and she tried it on you, and it worked, okay? So it's pretty good. I don't know. I didn't mean for her to do it. She was drinking a little too much Dad's cream, okay? But I'm sorry, Dad. You need to stop being in denial, okay? You literally ran off with me for 18 years, got away with not paying child support, and then now you call me the swindler because I want to go to college and be educated, and my dad says I'm trying to take money from him. What does that even mean, Dad? Because I know you have the funds. You're
just trying to you're just another person trying to get something from me. You see me on this television show. You see me on TV, Thomas, and you see these donations coming in. You see these donations coming in like this one, and now you think you can get a piece of it. Okay, you want a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
I sent you.
All right. You don't even catch my football when I throw it. You wouldn't even do that.
My arms.
Just so we can
I
saw you open the door. You said your arms are broken and you opened the door for us.
Hang up.
Okay, you
Chad,
can't.
hang up.
Stop lying. No,
my arms are short for doing military press. Thomas, do a lot of military press.
Dad.
Hang up.
Hang up. I told you I loved you and you didn't.
Hang up. Hang up. Chad, I swear to God.
Buddy.
It's not fake. It's faith. This is faith.
To bring together all the souls around him in a time of great
glorious day. I'm Councilwoman Dr. Renee Baskerville, and I'm very excited to share this news with you. Once again, the Township of Montclair will be partnering with City Green Veggie Mobile Truck. will be coming into the south end of Montclair to the Community Saving Bank parking lot located at 323 Orange Road to bring fresh fruits and vegetables, flowers, honey, eggs, and other opportunities to the township of Montclair. We're so excited to join our partners, Hackensack Meridian Mountainside Healthcare, along with the Partners for Health. Partners for Health do so many things in our township.
Good evening and welcome to Greater Montclair. Tonight we're going to be looking at the issue of hunger right here in the Montclair community. Think for a moment, if you would, about the last time you were really hungry. Maybe you missed breakfast, maybe you even missed breakfast and lunch. Well, that gnawing pit in your stomach at about 3 to 4 o'clock goes away when you eat your next meal. But what happens for those who don't know where their next meal will be coming from? Believe it or not, in the United States now, estimates are that 1 in 7 Americans goes hungry. We also know that children suffer from hunger in particular.
It feels like something is missing. I think you feel it too. Our families are falling apart. People are killing one another. Filth and violence are everywhere. This is not the way that God wanted us to live. The end is here. But there's hope. God has given Richard a plan to build a magnificent ark. And with his bare hands and your help, Richard will build the greatest man-made ark that man has ever saw. Each plank of wood will be blessed by the women. We have all the room for the things we need. We just need you and you and good Christian families that are ready to leave this world behind and start over in the new world. But there's good news. You could book your seat in advance, even before construction begins. Simply go to www.richardburnish.org, select your seat, enter your credit card information, and press order now. It's never been so easy. So join us and leave the world behind and start anew, knowing that your family will be saved. richardburnish.org. Welcome back to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the program. We're back. We're coming at you live on Montclair, Public Access, TOS, TV3. And we're here. We're taking your calls. We're celebrating the Lord. We're having a great time. We're friends, family. And yeah, we're here to help. That's what we're here to do. No, don't forget, most importantly, that I'm your guy. Now, our phone lines are open, as always, at 1-909-345-6434. And we're taking calls. So call in, and we're here to help out. There's the phone line is on the screen now. Montclair Public Access, 1-909-345-6434. And we also have our church printer receiving vows of faith around the clock. Let's take a look at some of those right now, because we've got a few. Like this one here. Oh, that's I turned it upside down, Chad. It says, even though we're a community of trolls, let us make sure that we do a part in making the internet a safer and less toxic place. It goes a long way if we're a little nicer to each other. That's what Byron would have wanted. Rest in peace. That's a nice one. Well, thank you for that. And this one here. It says, hi, Richard. I started building enough arc in Australia because Australian oak is the best wood, but the Aboriginals keep on sniffing my dry paint. What do I do? Well, another joke. I'm not even going to respond to it, guys, really. I feel sad. I feel sad. Hi, Richard. This is my son, Gino. He has autism. Could you wish him a happy birthday? Well, he looks like a handsome kid. Kieran Lennon. Well, very happy birthday to Gino. I hope that you have some cake today, and maybe you'll even enjoy some dad's cream. And this one here comes in from Dixie. It says, Richard, I recently took your advice and sowed my seed in some rich, warm soil for it to grow. I'm getting you into Jesus. It works. It works, Dixie. Ditchy. I said the wrong word. I said the... now it's grown into a problem where I have to pay child support. Okay. And we're going to go over here to line 18.
Burnish.
And we're going to answer the call here. Hello, caller. You're live on the show. Welcome to the program. Dixie
Richard
Wrecked.
Burnish. Do you know who this is? Do you know who this is, Richard?
Well, Bubba, it sounds like I'd recognize this voice anyway. Yeah, I hear you, Bubba.
This is Big Bubba Watson. And Richard, I got a problem with you.
What now, Bubba? You lost last time we
Who
matched
the hell
fair
do
and
you
square.
think you are, Richard? You promised me a rematch, Richard. You promised me a rematch. You know what? I've been drinking all weekend because I got a problem with you. Where were you last night, Richard?
Bubba, you lost the match, okay? I gave you your shot. I gave you your shot. God is in my corner. I fight I fight with God at my side. So if you think that you could defeat God,
where you were last night, Richard?
I was at the bank.
You son of a bitch! You took a short notice fight against Stumpy McGee.
No,
Stumpy McGee, Richard. Stumpy ain't got no legs, and you defended your title against Stumpy McGee.
Yeah, okay. I went to the yeah, fine. Why am I hiding? Why am I trying to hide it from you? Yeah, that's right. I believe in everyone as equals. Unlike you there, Big Bubba. You know, I believe in everyone is equal and see everyone is the same. Everyone is the same.
2020. Richard, you took a short notice fight against a man with no legs. You ducked me again, Richard. Everybody who thinks that Richard is ducking Big Bubba, type quack quack in the chat.
No, don't type that. Here's the thing.
Ducking me,
I give everybody a chance, but I give everybody a chance. Now, if that man,
yes, you do,
I
sir.
did not. How was I to know the man? Some people that don't have legs have very strong arms. You probably think that you think that they're worthless, or that they shouldn't have friends or things like that. But I believe that they can be just as.
The man weeble wobbled up to you. The man weeble wobbled up to you, tried to throw a punch. You kicked him in the face again, Richard. What's that all about?
Because it's mixed martial arts. That's what it is.
Oh, how about we mix some arms and legs in there?
Because here's the thing. Because if he's gonna come in my face, I'm gonna, as I said it to everyone else, I'll beat anyone off who comes in my face with that.
You know,
and
Richard,
I kicked. Yeah, kicking is
and
striking. And I kick
I
you.
ain't even half as mad as what you did to Stumpy McGee as what you did to them skateboarders, Richard. They were 6 years old. They were 6 years old, and you lined it up and you fisted them.
Well, I asked for forgiveness for that, and I was granted forgiveness.
You fisted them like it was that movie, Sleepers, Richard. How dare you? How dare you?
I have been forgiven for that. Okay, I admit. I opened. I don't know if you heard, but I opened the show with this story. Okay, I opened the show.
Yeah,
about,
you also opened a can of whoop ass on a bunch of 6-year-olds, Richard. What is wrong with you?
Well, they shouldn't have been on that handicap ramp. They shouldn't have been there.
Richard Burnish.
They shouldn't be doing skateboard on the church property. They shouldn't be doing skateboard on the church property. They should not be doing it on the church property.
You went roadhouse. You went roadhouse with a bunch of 6-year-olds, Richard. What is wrong with you?
They you know what? They did the crime. I decided the punishment. And I've been, you know what? And I've been forgiven. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because none of this matters. Is that I've been forgiven for it. I admitted that I should have. I admitted that I maybe went too far. That's fine. It's fine. They shouldn't have, and they know now that they shouldn't be riding pipe at the church.
Richard Burnish, you, sir, are becoming a menace to society. I could tolerate that Landy strip haircut of yours. I could tolerate the Ricky Martin vest and that little U-top you got going on. But when you start beating up 6-year-olds, neglecting your children, Thomas Burnish, you poor son of a bitch. I'll train you CMMA. And you know what? The veggie mobile truck has never been the same since you decided to spread your seed all over it, Richard. You are a menace to society, and I'm going to make sure I'm the one that sets you straight.
You can't even defeat Leroy Sinclair in the ring. Like, what chance do you? I don't know why you're thinking that you have some sort of entitlement to. Everybody wants a piece, and I get that. I get that everybody wants a piece. But I've been up in Norway.
I've been training with the Eskimos. I got
the Eskimos don't have. The Eskimos have no moves. Everyone knows that.
Richard, I'm gonna hit them with that Frosty the Snowman punch. They're gonna be out cold, Richard, just like you in the middle of CMMA's match.
I wasn't making women noises. Hang up on this caller. He's drunk.
Sir,
he sounds like a.
Sir, you gotta stop ducking me. I'm gonna come and find you, Richard.
Hang up on this drunk.
Quack, quack, you son of a... yeah,
I'm drunk.
Yeah, I'm drunk, Richard. You know why? Because I ain't got nothing left. I turned down...
Hang up. Okay. We want to... what do I do?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hi, Richard. How are you today?
Hey, good, doing very well. We're here. We're doing the show live on Montclair Public Access. Welcome to the program, The Arc.
I just wanted to say thank you for taking my call.
Michael, you sound like a fantastic friend. You sound like you've got a very nice. You sound like the type of guy who's into playing baseball and sports and watching the game.
Thank you. I love playing baseball. It's my favorite thing to do.
Well, it sounds like that. I hear it in your voice. Well, what can I help you with?
So, for a while, people in the media.
Do you ride a motorcycle?
I have before.
I thought that you might have.
Why?
Oh, you seem like the type of guy that would have a hog or something like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, go ahead. Sorry, don't let me distract you. I'm just shooting the breeze. Or that's Chad on the sound effects there. So go ahead.
Anyways, so for a good portion, about the best in 15 years-ish of my life, these people, they've been making up ignorant, dirty things about me. They're saying things, and these people, they have doo-doo in their souls. They don't know what they're talking about. They're assuming things that aren't true. I need your help, Richard.
Well, that happens. I mean, I get a lot of that happening here too. I don't know if you've been tuning in, but a lot of people, we've got this prayer line here, and they're calling up and they're making these disgusting comments and everything. But you got to remember that, like, only God can judge you. Okay, only God can judge you. So anything that they say about you isn't true, and it's just noise, and it's not real at all. So there's, you know what I mean? Don't let it bring you down.
And it's like these people are ignorant. They're ignorant, and they don't know what they're talking about. But in the end, I'll be the one sipping God's cream in heaven with God and you, Richard.
That's right. That's
right.
absolutely
right. I was also wondering if you could pray for my son.
Sure.
He's been listening to that Nickelback recently, and he does the gym, and he wears tight pants, and it brings me down, Richard. It brings me down. It brings me down to my.
Hello. Okay, caller. All right. Well, I'll say a short. It seems we lost that call. Yeah, he did sound like he drives a monster truck. He did sound like he's driving a monster truck. But anyway, we'll say a short prayer for your son. Dear Lord, I wish that I ask that you you look out for from Mike's son, that you bless him with wisdom and guidance and strength to go out and live a healthy Christian lifestyle, and that you really just look out for him and protect him and offer him strength in the times where he needs it. Amen. We'll be right back. What a great call.
Fast-breaking developments in the coronavirus emergency in the U.S. and around the world. The number of cases soaring just today. More than 24,000 now.
No, it just keeps printing. it has these, like, it's just pages and pages of these weird, Chad, do you see this? Yeah, it's these weird letters. Well, if it's not, do I unplug it? Well, there's like 100 of these. It's using all of the ink.
From the town of Montclair, the seaman will be there for a ride. Book your seats, sit by Richard's side. If you're feeling hurt, then you'll catch his eye. But beware.
Glorious day. I'm Councilwoman Dr. Renee Baskerville, and I'm very excited to share this news with you. Once again, the Township of Montclair will be partnering with City Green Veggie Mobile Truck. We'll be coming into the south end of Montclair to the Community Saving Bank parking lot located at 323 Orange Road to bring fresh fruits and vegetables, flowers, honey, eggs, and other opportunities to the Township of Montclair.
Be certain to follow the immunization schedule for your age for specific recommended vaccinations.
Who can I talk to?
Don't chat, it keeps coming. It feels like something is missing. I think you feel it too. Our families are falling apart. People are killing one another. Filth and violence are everywhere. This is not the way that God wanted us to live. The end is here. But there's hope. God has given Richard a plan to build a magnificent ark. And with his bare hands and your help, Richard will build the greatest man-made ark that man has ever saw. Each plank of wood will be blessed by the women. We have all the room for the things we need. We just need you and good Christian families that are ready to leave this world behind and start over in the new world. But there's good news. You could book your seat in advance, even before construction begins. Simply go to www.richardburnish.org, select your seat, enter your credit card information, and press order now. It's never been so easy. So join us and leave the world behind and start anew, knowing that your family will be saved. richardburnish.org. And we're back on the show, and we're back. We're gonna jump right back in and take some calls. We're having some printer problems. There's a lot of weird characters coming out of it that look like some sort of Chinese characters that are coming through.
Hello.
But we've got.
Hello.
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 Hello, caller. You're live on the program. Who are we speaking with?
This is Leroy. Who do you mean you're speaking with?
Okay. Welcome, Leroy.
I got a question for you.
Okay. Well, welcome to the program, Leroy. I just want to remind you that this is.
Guys couldn't talk after the show last week.
I just want to remind you it's a family program. Okay, so watch the languages, please.
I got another question for you. Someone sent me a fucking manifest. How come your name's on that Epstein Island more than once? How many times did you visit that island?
Well, Leroy, that's not. We both know that isn't true. Okay, we both
I can
know.
email it to you.
Well, the printer is currently not working great right now. It's been hacked. Someone has managed to hack the printer, so
Someone hacked your IP number again, did they?
They managed to hack our printer. My brothers all jammed in the rear, so I'm gonna have to probably get my hands into my brother's rear and sort out.
If you stopped your dick in it, you wouldn't be jamming it in the rear.
Leroy, that's not really helping right now. Okay.
I heard you've been talking trash about me again. I mean, this time, you know what? I was just going to go in the ring when we had our fight and just take it easy on you and just, you know. But this time I'm going to go in there. I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to lay a whooping on you.
Well, you're welcome to try, Leroy. It's all in good sport. It's all for fun, right? Like it's at the end of the day, we're just, we're celebrating our faith, and we're just having a friendly a challenge. There's no need to get a little too excited about this. We're all, the Lord teaches forgiveness as well.
The Lord teaches forgiveness. Bullshit. I made Jesus tap.
Well, stream's getting. Is this Leroy? Did you manage to do this to our printer?
Do what?
Well, it's the machine keeps sending up these Chinese letters on here, Leroy. Is that now coincidentally you called in, and then a second ago it said no connection on the screen here.
Not my problem. You got cheap internet.
Leroy, I will phone the police. Okay, there's a whole cybernetic division in place to look. This is illegal.
Phone the police.
This is illegal. They said no signal.
Phone the police. I don't have a laptop here. My laptop's at the other house.
Where, Norway House?
Doesn't matter where I'm at.
How is it, Leroy, this coincidence that you call, the printer starts printing out all this Chinese stuff, probably...
Like I told you, if you stop jamming your dick in the rear of it, it would start working again. You already fucked up the black one.
That black one started a fire. Okay, that one started a fire. Okay, that was just poor quality of that. That printer was very poor quality, Leroy. And if I find out that you were behind that as well, let me say.
No. The only one that was behind that was you, and you're behind that with your dick in the fucking hole.
Leroy, are you drinking yet again?
What are you wearing this week?
Drinking again, I guess. Leroy, is that about?
I'm not drinking. I'm waiting for you to send me my package, you fucking weasel. Where's my stuff?
Leroy, I'm going to ask you to watch your language one last time. I'm going to ask you to watch your language one more time.
You got no more beep? You got too cheap, you couldn't afford the beep anymore, huh?
The beads? You want beads? We offered you beads, Leroy. Okay?
I don't want beads. I said beep.
You could keep swearing as much as you like, and I'll continue to beep it out.
Well,
so
good.
watch your mouth.
Watch this, you fudge packer. Where's these Chinese letters you're talking about?
Well, they look like this. Hold on. Well, I can't do it because of the... Hold on, we'll zoom in. What is this, Leroy? Is that your...
I don't know, you tell me.
Is this your native language here? It looks to me like we could send this off. If we find out that this is...
That's not my native language.
This looks like... You know what this... I've seen this. This is Ojibwe.
I think you got your hair pulled back too tight and that's scrunchy because it's cutting off the circulation to your head.
I don't wear scrunchies.
Whatever little brain you got up.
This is Ojibwe. I could tell. I've recognized this before. This is from Norway House.
You have no idea what that is.
Look at that. Anishinaabe right there. This is basically an attack, really.
This is basically bullshit. That's what that is.
Well, we have evidence, Leroy. We've got evidence linking you to destroying my white brother. I don't know what you have against the white one. Maybe, I don't know. Not sure. But I can read between the lines, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. The other week,
are you on the? Are you calling from the bathroom? Are you on the
phone line, dropping people's calls? How can I do all that shit?
I don't know. Leroy. But let me ask you this: you talk constantly about putting some sort of satellite dish on your roof. All this time, I assumed it was your.
8 years ago. It's been on my roof for the last 8 years.
Yeah, I've assumed you've been trying to pirate DirecTV. You're hacking those cards or whatever, but maybe that satellite was for something else.
I don't hack anything. I got a satellite dish and I pay my bills.
What brand? What brand? What brand of satellite dish then? If it's a legit, if you're on the up and up, what's the brand on there?
It's
what?
Bell ExpressView.
ExpressView?
Bell, yeah.
I don't believe
because they haven't developed the area yet.
I don't think so.
I'm stuck with this fucking satellite dish.
I'll bet you that it's you got that DirecTV and you're hacking those cards with those card hackers, and you're probably just watching those channels in the 500s or something.
How much crack you been smoking tonight?
Leroy, you're pirating those 500 channels. It's either that or you're somehow managing to get into the printer and you've got some sort of hate against this white printer.
Why would I want to get into your printer? What benefit did I get out of that? It doesn't benefit me anyway.
Well, you're ruining the show, for starters. You're embarrassing me in front of... There's
hijack the whole show.
There's literally hundreds of thousands of people watching this right now. That's a good enough reason.
If I was to do anything, I would hijack the show and take it over, and I'd show you how to do a real show. I'd entertain these people for real. Instead of boring them to like you do.
I'm taking this as a direct threat from Norway House. I'm interpreting this as like a hate crime here, where you're trying to ruin a white printer who's just working, doing its job, and you're here setting this Ojibwe message here while you're hacking your DirecTV channels, 597.
You can take it however you want. I'll tell you right now, the real threat is going to happen when we climb into the octagon together. That's when the real threat's going to happen. You better be ready.
You know what channel?
Fucking training hard.
Do you know what channel 597 is, Leroy?
No, I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, I bet you probably watch a lot of that. I don't believe that for a second.
What is that? Some gay porn channel that you watch all the time?
No. Yeah. Well, no. But listen, if the evidence, if I'm going to take this to the police, right? Well, not this. This is a picture of him. This is a picture of a man. This is a picture of a man eating hot dogs.
I'm not the one the FBI called saying, "Hey, we found a hard drive under your bed with child porn on it." It was you that they called and said that to.
Everybody type. No, everybody type 597 because they know what that channel is on DirecTV. They type in 597. There, look at that. Exactly. They know, Leroy, and this just goes to show. This just goes to show.
They know. Why don't they inform me? Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
If this is an attack,
I'm building a better ark than you are.
If this is an attack, if this is you trying to sabotage me, you think we'll be right back, everybody. Okay.
I'm gonna put you to shame.
Listen, hey, if you think that you can fucking come in here and fuck up my printer, you've got another thing coming, Leroy. Okay? Live on the show. What the fuck are you doing here?
What do you mean? What am I doing? I just got home.
I know that it was you, and it was your fucking people who fucked this thing up.
I thought you were going to do it yesterday, and you fucking didn't do it. I'm sitting around the phone waiting all night for you to fucking do it, showing you never did it. Asshole.
I'm giving you. You know what, Leroy? We're gonna.
Wait till I get you in the octagon. Oh, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay. I'm gonna choke you out.
There's not gonna be any fight, Leroy, because I'm taking this right to the police right now. Chad is gonna send it over there, and if we connect those dots and the strings connect, and you're over there, you know, and you're behind this, you're going to prison. Okay, you're going to the real, like, you can't get out of it, Octagon. Okay, you ever hear prison, Leroy? Do they have prison? Well, it should. Yeah. And we'll.
Prison doesn't scare me. I've done time. I'm not afraid. I wore a real orange jumpsuit, not the fake one that you guys were wearing on that show you guys did. Pretending to go to prison like that.
Hang up on him. He's drunk again, obviously.
You're fake.
Hang up on this. Okay. All right. Okay. We're going to. What do I do? Okay, let's turn off. Kill the lines. Hey everybody, let's talk a little bit more about some of these exciting vows of faith that we're getting here, such as this one. Put it on the camera. Okay. Here it says Papa Emeritus 4. Not sure what that means, but thank you very much for your attendance at our ritual earlier this year. It truly does my heart good to see a powerful man willing to sow a seed in hot soil. Stay hard. You know, God bless. Or this one from Adam, who says, "Hi, Richard. I love your show. I love you back. Love you back, Adam. Adam Wegner. I love your show. Me and my granddad sit down and watch it together." Well, I love to hear that. I love to hear families coming together. He even lets me wear his cool helmet when he was an electrician. You see this cool lightning bolts on the side? Yeah, that's super cool. Well, your grandfather sounds like a very cool grandpa. That sounds really, really, really great. Let's go to the next one. Here from Petra, who says, "Hi, Richard. This is the band Petra. We have collectively noticed that during your breaks, you like to put on some great music. And we're praying for you. Have a good show." Well, thank you. Or this one. It says, "Hello, Richard. How did your July the 4th go?" Well, I had a fantastic time. We did some barbecue, and we passed the guitar around. We did a little kumbaya with a little. It was very nice. It was very nice. And Casey played the harmonica. She's really good at blowing on it, and she did some tunes. Also, okay. Or from here, we have one. Alfonso says, "Need I say more? Richie boy, give it up. Real Christian." And that was another super great message there. We'll have a few more. Let's just keep going. This one here comes in from Pastor, a real pastor, That's not uncommon. That's not uncommon. We get people from reaching out from all around the world. And it said, "Hello, Richard. This is Pastor Siz. I was reading the Montclair Examiner and found an article they did about you. Scientists prove that that God is real." Well, you can't say that I'm not surprised to hear that. Okay. And this one here, who says, "Hi, Richard. Todd Howard here. I just wanted to let you know that my employer and I are going to port the Elder Scrolls v Skyrim to the Ark so that all passengers on the voyage can play our 30 million copy best-selling RPG." That's super. I think that's good news. I think, yeah. So I think that's super kind of cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and then this one here comes in from Leonidas. Says, "Hi, Richard. I don't have anything to say. Just want to mess with your printer." And it's okay. Well, it's a really kind of a cool graphic of these characters. It's like a family. I think it's a good looking family. Okay, we're going to hop over here to line 22 and speak with John. Hello, John. It says
hello?
no. I swear to God, if he's hacking into the program again. Hello, caller. You're live on the program.
Hello, is this Richard Burnish?
Well, yeah, this is Richard. You're live. Welcome to the show.
Richard, I don't
It's
know
actually,
where to start.
It's Richard, actually.
I'm sorry. Richard, I don't know where to start. I feel like I've been losing my faith ever since, and I've been seeing this girl, She tempted me, with things of a sexual nature, and I gave in to this temptation, and I don't know if you remember me, but I called a while back, and when you had a sort of a flip out, and I was talking during the end credits. I don't know if you could hear me, but basically I have a serious problem, and I'm just going to go out and say it. When I was tempted by this woman and I did intercourse with her, and I've tried confessing my sins to my local priest, and I've been praying to God every day. It won't end back.
Did you make intercourse in her or on her?
Sir, yes, Richard. And I'm here to confess my sins, and I know this is God's way of punishing me for what I've done. And I would like to ask the Lord's forgiveness for having premarital intercourse.
Okay, well, that's not something to take very lightly, but let me ask: when you had this intercourse, was there penetration?
Yes, Rickard. It was from the back.
You'd have to be a little bit more clear color. I'm not trying to. What do you mean from the back?
Well, it's not the way God intended. She wanted me to go through a different door. And I know this is God's way of punishing me, Ricky. Oh, I can't take it anymore.
So just so we're speaking the same language, your caller, there was penetration?
Yes, and it was through the back door.
You mean it was you engaged in sodomy?
Yes. I know I've sinned, Richard.
Yeah, well, it's not great. I'm not gonna lie to you, caller. That's not great, John. You think a guy with the name John, like in the Bible, would know better than that? You know?
It's just I've been losing my faith over the years, but you know, your program gave me hope.
Well, it sounds to me like you're a Homo sapien. If it sounds to me like you're doing buggery, that you're living the life of a gay, is what it sounds like.
Sir, it was with a woman.
Well, you engaged in sodomy. That's you know, we're not going to get into details about what that is because there's kids watching, but like that's I don't know if you're familiar, but that's what Homo sapiens are into. That's what they do. Like that band Queen, those guys were doing that all the time.
I think I may have caught the gaiety.
I think so too. I really do. And you know what? I'd be worried about that. You know, I don't know if there's anything that I can do to try and fix that. I mean, get yourself to one of our programs. We're just opening one up, and not the one in our township of Montclair has been open for quite a while now, but get down there and check yourself in, okay? Our homosexual detox clinic, there's even an accelerated version of that. I mean, it costs twice as much, but it's faster. Okay, check yourself in. You got to get yourself right, especially if you want to get into heaven. Let's go over here to line 23. Where we have Christian who wants to share a story. Christian, welcome to the program. Go ahead.
Hello. So something.
Get that off the
happened to me
screen.
yesterday.
Get that off the screen. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, caller. Sorry, go on.
Okay. Yeah, something sad happened to me, and I was just hoping to share what happened.
Sure, go ahead. You have the mic.
Yeah, so I was walking down the street, and this bee just came out of nowhere, and I was thinking to myself, according to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyways because bees don't care what humans think is possible. Yellow, black,
Sorry,
yellow,
caller,
black,
caller.
black, and yellow.
Hello, caller.
Breakfast is ready. Hang on a second. Hello? Barry?
Chad! Hang it, Chad!
I can't. I'll pick you up. We can start. Use the stairs. Your father.
Chad, it's all
money for those.
Chad.
Sorry, I'm excited.
Chad, hang it up.
I'm very proud of you. Son, all these, very proud. Come on. I got a thing going here. You got a lint on your fuzz. Ow, that's me. Way good. If you're in the row, 118,000. Bye.
Bring you there. It can take a load, so we'll fill it in the rear. It'll flow from the town of Montclair. The season will be there for a ride. Book your seats, sit by Richard's side. If you're feeling hard, then you'll catch his eye. But beware of Leroy Sinclair. He just wants to feel us tonight. Whoa. It looks like a stream is rising. How can they say it's so fake? Nothing wrong with his devotion. It's just fake. I feel his love inside me. How can they say it's so fake? He doesn't have a magic potion.
We are sorry, but the show has ended. Goodbye.
All the sprinklers down. Put your
hacked. Yeah, we've been hacked. I've been telling you, we've been hacked. Hey, hello everybody. We're having some problems with the lines. Some of the yeah. So we're gonna move over to the church fax machine for the next little section here while the phone lines get sorted out, and let's just dive into them. Can we get some music there, please, Chad? Can you turn it up? Thank you.
It's not fake.
Okay.
It's fake.
All right. This one comes in from Mike Hawk, who says, Richard, I love you and you're seaman. I'm a pro catcher for a local football team, and I just want you to get hard over me and blast your seat on me. Just like magic, Jordan did it. He throws it right in the net every time. Keep sending those. I'll just keep I'll keep throwing them in the trash. Just keep sending them in the trash. I don't care. This one here comes in from Anonymous, which is okay. It says, Happy Independence Day, and it's some fireworks. Well, happy Independence Day to everybody in the United States. And everybody that's in Montclair, everybody that's in all around the world, every American, I'm just really happy Independence Day. You know what? Yeah. I can do this all day. It's fine. Colby. Nothing but net. Nothing but net. I'm a pretty good shooter. Really good at shooting. This one comes in from Hugh, who says, have you heard you talking on the 925? Where's the studio, Richard? On Phonum grave, we stay steppin'. Hi, Richard. You talking on the 925? Where the studio at, Richard? On Phonum I don't understand what this is saying. I like your glasses. We have very similar glasses. I like them. And I want to clear that up there. Henry Paulman is asking if I'm a Homo sapient. I am not a Homo sapient. Okay. And this one comes in from Thomas Albin, who says, I am the greatest CMMA fighter. I'm going to take you to the woodshed, boy, and beat you behind, whatever that means. Hya, hya, hya. How do you like that, boy? Hya, hya, hya. Haven't met. Okay, well, I don't even. Good one. This is stupid. To Pastor Richard, as a good Christian, why are you styling your hair to look like godless things like this? Okay, my hair is it's just tied up with a scrunchie, okay? It looks like always the same as it always has looked, okay? So, get off of it. Michigan Man Requiem says, praise Lord Jesus, blessed be Richard's chest cleavage. Can I get a dab emote in the chat? It's disgusting. You know what though? I'm not going to get upset by this because for every jerk that we get like that, we help 10 people. Okay, we help. So when you send this in like this, thinking that I'm going to get upset about this, okay?
It's not fake. It's fake. This is fake.
Okay, this one says, Buddha would win over Jesus in CMMA. Buddha NR1. I really don't think so. I really, really don't think that would be the case. Jesus was in way better shape than Buddha. Buddha was 300 pounds, and he looks like he's never even done a... Doesn't look like he knows how to throw on a football, is what I'm trying to say. Okay? Now, Jesus would just do some of those shoulder stretches, and he'd send the message pretty clear. No. This is it. The phone lines are done. Hi, Richard. Stay safe during COVID-19. Let's grapple sometime. I'll show you how to beat Leroy the Dog. Buddha's not even hard. Is it some sort of battle frog? Is that what that's supposed to be? Some sort of battle frog from video game stuff? I don't think so. All right. There'll be a good one. No, there'll be a good one in here. Richard, please say a prayer for my dad. He loves the Ark and hates Homo sapiens and communists. Well, he looks like a good dad. Got a good looking dad there. Okay. All right. Well, dear Lord, I ask that you bless Peyton and you give him wisdom, strength, and determination to achieve all his life's goals. And you always look after him and protect him. In Jesus' name, amen. It's a good-looking dad. Okay, this one here comes in from Danny, who says, please pray for my friend Anthony. He got into an accident at the store and he's really hurt. We aren't sure if he's going to make it. All right, well, dear Lord, I ask that you bless this Jabba and heal this hut and any wounds that he may have gotten in this unfortunate accident. Ho, 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 solo. Okay. And this next one comes in from Meek Monarch, who says, hello, Richard. I'm sad to say having a wife negates your pastorship. The Church of the Neon Bible is left without an heir, so I will step... Well, I have an ex-wife, so just we're super clear that she is not my wife. Okay. And I don't know what this picture of this man that's... I recognize him from the television program. That's Dr. Smog, or whatever his name is. That rappist. So, can't trust your opinion either, so what difference does that make? And this one comes in from Nick. Richard, I have a confession to make. I once took a dump in a kid's backpack in high school while he was doing a 2-minute test. It was like defusing a bomb. Blows an image of him.
Glorious day. I'm Councilwoman Dr. Renee Baskerville, and I'm very excited to share this news with you. Once again, the Township of Montclair will be partnering with City Green Veggie Mobile Truck. We'll be coming into the south end of Montclair to the Community Saving Bank parking lot located at 323 Orange Road to bring fresh fruits and vegetables, flowers, honey, eggs, and other opportunities to the township of Montclair. We're so excited to join our partners.
And we're back. We're back with more of your donations. Let's jump right into the next one. Everybody give it up for Chad on the sound effects today. He's doing a fantastic job, and we're having a lot of fun. Aren't we, Chad? Yeah. Okay. Oh, let's go. Okay. That's good. That's enough, Chad. Okay, but we've got a few more we're gonna get through. I'd like to say that my white blood cells are very high, regardless of what's being said in the chat. It's very, very high. And this one comes in saying a glorious day, and I guess it's a picture of a I guess it looks like a little pet rat or a mouse or some kind of beaver or something like that. Well, it's a good looking, really cute. Really cute. Oh, we have another one. I recognize this here. From this, I believe this is a Polish. It looks like my Polish isn't great, but I think that's from a Paimon. And it says, Richard, thank you for everything you've done. I wish you and your family much success, and I pray that you have a good show. And we're reaching out to people from all around the world. Isn't that cool? All the way from Poland. Or this one here says, hi, Richard. After a night together where you allowed me into your sacred manhole, I didn't thank you. I didn't think you'd really put me out on the curb. Okay. Well, yeah. Colby. I said, like Colby when he does that. Like to everybody, Chad on sound effects. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like to say cool that basketball player, Colby Bryan, when I show it. I just do a thing there. Okay. And this one comes in from a doctor, which doesn't surprise me. There's real doctors who watch the show as well. It says, Dr. Buster Hyman says, hi, Richard. I was wondering about the way the archwives worked. Will I be allowed to have more than one archwife, or will I have to miss you with that Mormon? If animals can't come in two, I want to come in two. Why's he got to make it about race? Okay. Well. understand why you have to make that about race. I don't know why. To say that I'm white. That has to do with anything. Bungee Gum says, "Hi, Richard. Recently, I've been working in getting the homeless off the streets into warm beds. That's honorable work. I simply kick the shit out of them until..." Okay, we have another one here that came in from, it looks from Poland again, and it says, "Richard, I thank so my Polish is a little rusty. I thank you for everything that you've done on the show today. Send a prayer for me and my family tonight for strength." Well, okay, dear Lord, I bless this payment again with strength to live and be courageous in his life. Okay. And this one here comes in from Michigan Man, who says, "Bring back the black brother, Richard. There's not enough diversity on Montclair TOS TV3. Your show promotes racism." Okay, well, the color of the printer is not really what's important here. Okay, the color of the printer doesn't matter. It's whether or not the printer works. Okay, now this printer works well, and it just happens to be white. Now the black printer just it happened to there was a problem with it, and it doesn't work that well. So it's not anything about race at all. It's just a matter of the white one works. Can the EU says, "Can we not let them in the Ark, Richard? They're gonna keep stealing the dad's cream supply. Change it to malt liquor." Let's picture one of those TikTok people. Okay, we're only going to do one more. I'm not going to do any more. These are getting bad. Okay, Maurice says, "Greetings, Richard. Last night my cat rubbed up against me. I had to withhold my most inner emotions to not fist her. Love the show and want to feel your love inside me. God bless you." Okay. Yeah, well, that was, it's a picture of that character from that SpongeBob. I recognize that SpongeBob there, and he looks like he's having a blast there on the. he's having fun sitting there. It's super cool. I like how they did that. That's very creative. Very creative. Chat on those sounds. Oh my God, that's so funny. That's so good. Well, what a fantastic night we had. There's 5 minutes left on the clock. 5 minutes left. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Okay, we should do some shout outs today. We've only got 4 minutes left before our slot is closed, and our slot is the next slot opens up on Montclair Public Access TV3. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in today and sharing your stories. I see T. Briggs saying, "Have a nice one." Mr. Paul Mann says, "God bless you." We got Bill N. I don't want to say your name on the show, but your last name to give away your identity. But thank you for your support. Who else do we see? We see. Wow, it's really going fast there. Igsby, thank you. Josh, thank you, Josh, as always, for tuning in. Well, we're going to have Kids Cabin on the next show. We've got a whole bunch of drawings. We've kind of been collecting them all over the summer. So the next show will have a large section for kids, a cabin. Yeah, and again, like the lesson that I was teaching you guys today about forgiveness. Everybody makes mistakes sometimes. You know, everybody does something wrong, or they mess up from time to time, and some people can be forgiven, like myself or some others, and frankly, some people just they're not going to be forgiven. Like for example, some of the things that we saw today, trying to ruin the show for everyone who's just wanting to come here and have a good time. You know, to sing songs for each other and just. Airborne is asking, is this live? Yes, this is real life. This is live. This is live. This is life. None of this is fake. And you saw today how some people really like to just destroy things. They want to take something good here. They see what we're doing. They don't like that we're making a difference, that we're changing the world and we're rebuilding it, and we're fighters. And there's the negative people that are always going to try and hold you down. But here's the thing, and you got to remember, is that we've got an entire arc. Okay? We have an entire arc that we've got room for all of you. But you have to book those seats. If you go to richardburnish.org, you'll see what I'm talking about, right? Like this section is so full. Like Oliver, Tom is here, who's a pastor. You know, we have Billy, who's coming. Aaron is boarding. Noah, just like that. Like Noah, with a name like Noah, you know that he means business, because he's got Noah room for joking around, right? Chad, everybody, that's Chad. Chad doing that. Yeah. And Eric and Jonathan and James, like, we're going to rebuild the world. Once this flood hits, you're going to be on the ark, and it's going to be great. And we're going to rebuild the world in the way that we want it, in the way that it should be. And we won't have things like kids riding pipe down at the church and all of these bands like Marilyn Jovi's, that guy that with that makeup and all that type of thing. We won't have that. We'll build it the way that we want it. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Montclair Public Access, TOS TV3. This is Richard Burnish, and it's 10 o'clock. Good night, and thank you. And may Jesus be with you. See James, see John, Robert, thank you, Robert. Kyle.
Town of Montclair, the seaman will be there for a ride. Book your seats, sit by Richard's side. If you're feeling hard, then you'll catch his eye. But beware of Leroy Sinclair, he just wants to fierce tonight. Whoa. It looks like a stream is rising. How can they say it's all fake? Nothing wrong with his devotion, it's just faith. I can feel his love inside me. How can they say it's all fake? He doesn't have a magic potion, it's just faith.
Bless you, Cornelius. You're welcome, Mud Kipnick. Stereo 3D Productions, I see you. Kevin, I see you too. Fake credits, they're not. This is real. This is real. Open Bob, thank you. I love you too, Moby. Shout out to Warren R. His stream is rising. Somebody type. Can you delete that one? I see Summerman 8. Good to see you. Delete that one there, Penguin.
F is for friends. On this glorious day.
Glenn Oak Golden. Thank you for being here.
The T is for town of the name of Montclair.
Olive, good night. Vanessa, God bless.
H is for Holy Spirit. Walking on air.
Have a good night, everybody.
It looks like a stream is rising. How can they say it's all fake? Nothing wrong with his devotion. It's just faith. I can feel his love inside me. How can they say it's all fake? He doesn't have a magic potion. It's just faith.
It's not fake. It's faith. This is faith.
Richard was a man who devised a simple plan to bring together all the souls around him. In a time of great dismay and of spiritual decay, Richard created CMA to gain the power of Christ in both his hands to unite his fellow men. He was soft and he was young, but now he sees. God will help you understand, so you need to be a man. Don't be weak, just be like God and have a plan. I want to come to your ark and take you where it's really dark. Gonna spread them doors real wide, gonna have to slide inside. Richard, I'm your biggest fan, so come on, just be a man.
And take it up the ass like a good guy. You know I'ma give you good tap and there's nowhere you can hide. Gonna have to pin you to the floor because I'm hard and you're a soft guy. Flowing to the beat like my stroke game. Why you gotta fuck around? Oh, he is super lame. Shove that cross on my ass and you're gonna make me go insane. And yeah, I watch Brazzers.